I would just like to thank Element for sponsoring this video.
Hey everybody, it's Aaron from the Kiwi Life, bringing another Kiwi Life video. Today I'm just talking about what is optimal. What is optimal? How do you find out what the optimal diet is for you? Can you even find what is optimal? And it's a lot of this comes from me thinking about WTF is optimal. I don't even really like the word optimal because it always seems to suggest perfectionism, and being perfect is not attainable for a human being. The only way you could find optimal would be in a certain amount of constraints. And there's a lot of wisdom out there today that just says you need to eat fruits and vegetables, whole grains, veggies, healthy fats, everything should be low fat. You need to stay away from saturated fat, but is that even real? Is that even an optimal diet for everyone? I mean, a lot of that is actually good advice. Staying away from processed foods. I will always advocate for that. Stay away from processed foods. Things with added sugar, but for me, like having diabetes and reversing it, I gotta stay away from things that have sugar in them. But not everyone has the same constraints I do. Depending on your age, your sex, your weight, your height, your activity level, there's a lot of things that could be considered. And I look at like the nutrition guidelines that I get from the healthcare system, and it just seems like they do quite a disservice because it's like, this is a one size fits all for everybody. And it just breaks apart really quick. Hey, eat a bunch of fruit. Well, should you eat fruit? Should you not eat fruit? How much fruit should you eat? Is fruit always good for you? I ate a bunch of bananas on a diet once, and bananas actually spike glucose more than like Snickers do in some people I've seen. Veggies are always good. Well, then you find out about oxalates and toxins in plants from like them spraying all this stuff. Get into whole grains, and that's all carbohydrate. That's all carbohydrates that just break down into sugar. And there's like a huge attack on saturated fat these days. And honestly, a lot of times I think it's not the saturated fat. It's just, I want to say, propaganda about like save the animals, save the planet. And so a lot of people are just attacking saturated fat because they know it comes from animals. That could be one of them. Or there's some scientific research that says that saturated fat might be a problem, but there's also evidence that it might not be a problem. Is it only a problem if you're eating excess sugar? And so it's really hard to decide and find out what is optimal for you. I think what we should be looking at for optimal is a way for us to prevent or reverse disease in our lives. We're looking for health. We're looking for something that is the opposite of disease. And to do that, you can't just go by dietary guidelines or an influencer on the internet. Yes, I said that. You actually have to take charge of your health and be your best advocate. And everyone knows that's watching this channel, like I've done very well on a carnivore diet, an elimination diet, low carb diet, stay away from the carbs, stay away from the sugars, even with the vegetables. A lot of them cause inflammation. And for me, even dairy, I got to be careful with it, but I wouldn't have known that unless I eliminated all these things out of my diet. That's why I've kind of ran with this channel being the Kilby Life. I show my family and different things like that, but also my health journey. I am looking for health, and I don't know what my optimal diet is. I know that 14 months into a carnivore diet, my life has been radically changed.
I have experienced a lot of muscle cramps and fatigue during my workouts. I ended up with muscle cramps, and I didn't realize until further in that I was missing a lot of sodium. Element is a tasty electrolyte drink mixed with everything you need and nothing you don't. That means a lot of salt with no sugar. It contains a science-backed electrolyte ratio, 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, 60 milligrams of magnesium, with none of the junk, no sugar, no coloring, no artificial ingredients, no gluten, no fillers, no BS. Element is formulated to help anyone with the electrolyte needs and is perfectly suited for folks following a keto, low-carb, paleo diet, even a carnivore diet. Element can help prevent and eliminate headaches, muscle cramps, fatigue, sleeplessness, and other common symptoms of electrolyte deficiency. When you sweat, the primary electrolyte loss is sodium. Athletes can lose up to 7 grams per day. When sodium is not replaced, it is common to experience muscle cramps and fatigue. And I'm so thankful that I learned that and I found Element to help me. My workouts have been greatly improved and my recovery time is amazing. Right now, Element is offering my listeners a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single serving packets free with any Element order. This is a great way to try all 8 flavors or share Element with a salty friend. Get yours at drinkelement.com/Kilby. This deal is only available through my link. You must go to drinklmnt.com/Kilby. This offer may be claimed by first-time or returning Element customers. This offer is exclusively available through VIP Element partners like the Kilby Life. You won't find this offer publicly anywhere. Make sure to click the link down in the description or go to drinkelement.com/Kilby to get your free sample pack today.
I'm really not sure which direction I really wanted to go on this video, except for bring the question, WTF is optimal. I wanted to present it to people that watch my channel. What is optimal in your life, and how intentional are you being in paying attention to what you actually put in your mouth? I mean, I think we need to pay attention to what we put in our brains, and what comes out of our mouths is really damaging, man. The world, you think diet is bad? Things going into your mouth, the stuff that comes out of our mouths is what really hurts this planet. But I just wanted to bring a message, a question. What is it for you? I want you to start thinking about what is optimal for you. And I really want you to question this conventional wisdom. I inherently have to, or had to, because I go on this radical diet that I hear of on the internet, the carnivore diet, cut out all the carbs and sugars and eat just meat. For over a year, I lose 50 pounds. Like, I'm stronger than ever. I mean, I still got a little fat here and some loose skin, but hey, I'm better than ever. I'm better than I have been in a long time. And I find this healing, and it's hard for me to just come on the internet and not say, like, do this. Because I have found healing in it. And is this my optimal diet? I don't know. It's just worked this well for me. And it's worked better than I ever expected it to. And it works for a lot of other people. And I'm not sure I have to do it for the rest of my life exactly, essentially eating beef, salt, and water, and fish Fridays. But for now I am. The reason I could say I'm not sure I have to do it forever is because the way I started thinking about food has completely changed. I was in the store today, I'm going in there and I'm like, I'm not eating that. I'm not eating that. I'm not eating that. Oh, that looks healthy, but no, I'm not eating that. That's supposed to be healthy, but no, that's not healthy food. These aren't healthy foods. I used to think all these things were healthy foods, but they're not healthy foods. You look at the ingredients and everything has sugar in it, has all this added processed stuff, and I'm like, this is out of control. I do not want that stuff anymore. I go over to the cream or the sour cream. I was like, maybe get a little bit of sour cream. And then you look at the different ones. Some of them have added things and others don't. You have to pay attention to these things, and what are you gonna put in your body? A carnivore diet has really gave me my power back, because it forced me to look at our food and how bad it is. And it's rampant. There are so many things in the store I will not buy that conventional wisdom says is good for you. I'm not buying it. So I just thought I'd bring you that question. WTF is optimal. Let me know what you think it is for you, or what you have found it is for you. What is the optimal diet for you? What have you learned? Let me know down in the comments. If I earned your subscription today, make sure I get it. Kilby out. Why do I gotta make weird faces?